You cannot download it to any other computer, but you can use it through a web browser through iCloud.com if you choose to. This is the icon for the app. If you don't see it on any of your home screens, you can just swipe down on any screen on your phone and type in the word notes, and it'll search it for you and show it you where it is. Now, everybody uses notes a little bit differently, but notes will type some simple pieces of information. It's really useful for that. You have a keyboard, you can dictate, you can scan documents and save them in the Notes app. Let me see if I have something I can scan here. I do. Yeah, I do. Something that'll work. Okay. All right, let's see. Let me find another document here that I can scan. I'll just do something on a piece of paper here. And so we can scan this, okay. And you can create checklists and even draw and sketch ideas, and you can share notes with other people. And you can either give them the ability to edit and add things to the note, or just share the actual note with them so they can view it. So one of the things that we want to check in Notes is if you're using iCloud. When you use iCloud with Notes, you get a little more capability than if you don't use iCloud. The Notes app will actually connect to Gmail, and I believe it's Google has a Notes app that's available. It'll also connect to a Yahoo Notes app and a Microsoft Notes app, but we want to use it with iCloud for the purpose of today. So if you go to Settings and you tap on your Apple account information and you tap on iCloud and you scroll to where you find Notes, it's just got a green button, okay? And usually it's automatically set to be on. Green means on. And that means that whatever notes you create on your phone will be synchronized to iCloud. So you'll have them on your phone and you'll have them in iCloud. And if you synchronize any other Apple device to iCloud, like your iPad or your Mac, your notes will be synchronized across all of your devices. That's kind of the way Apple looks at iCloud, as they look at iCloud as a way to just synchronize everything across all of your devices. So if you create a new note on your Mac, it gets added to your phone. If you create a new note on your phone, it gets added to your Mac. If you create a new note in your iPad, it gets added to both your Mac and your iPhone if you have them. If you edit a note, the edits will show up everywhere as well. Usually takes a minute or two, but it's pretty fast. Okay, when you want to create a note, when you're in the Notes app, you may not see a keyboard right away, but whenever you see the button that's called a compose button, and this is a screenshot of a help menu from Apple's site, so it looks a little blurry, but it's this icon right here that's like a square with a stylus sitting on it, okay? And that means you can compose something. When you tap the compose button, the keyboard pops up automatically on your phone, and you can type wherever the cursor is flashing. You can use the return key, you can dictate. You have a few commands here, which we'll take a look at. And when you're done with your note, you just tap done, okay? One thing to keep in mind is that the first line of text that you start typing on your note becomes the title of the note. So it makes it easy for you to find notes when you're looking at a list of notes if you give it a title that makes it easy to find. Just a tip to help you find your notes better. You can do things like add a photo to a note. You open when you have a note
Excuse me,
open.
Bob.
Yeah.
What was the tip you said? I was writing something down.
Oh, the first line of text becomes the title of your note.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, just so that if you're looking at a list of notes and you were looking for a note and the first line will be the title, and then your folder, it will show up in bold usually. So it's easy to find. You can, when you're in notes and you tap on some of these tools like the camera tool, it gives you the option to choose a photo or video from your photo or video library, take one if you want to take one, or scan a document if you want to scan a document. It opens up the document scanner that's built into Notes, and you can hold it over a piece of paper and it'll scan a document. Then you tap done and your photo or image or scan is automatically added to the note. And it stays there until you delete it. You can continue to add more and more and more to it if you want to. You can edit, yes?
What's the difference between scanning the document and taking a picture of it?
A photo will typically be in color, okay? Whereas a scan will typically be in black and white and contrast, okay?
Can the scanned one be manipulated differently than a photo?
You can't usually manipulate a scan very easily. It's just scanning a document. So unlike a photo, which you can edit in the Photos app, you can't edit a scanned document that I'm aware of.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kathleen.
When I'm opening my notes, I'm discovering I have huge typeface and I don't know how it got there, and where do I minimize the typeface?
Well, look at that. There's actually a big A and a little a for font selection and editing text that you can use to edit things if you want to. And we'll take a look at that. There's a way on iPhones that you insert the cursor and you use it to select text. You don't have a mouse, but you have a finger. And when you tap your finger on text in your note or anything on an iPhone, you open up you position the cursor. When you let go of the screen with your finger, you get an option that gives you the ability to select some things on your phone.
I'm actually